for that sort of breeding program. I also do am breeding a lot for the A2 gene. While my milk market does not require that of me or create any premium for me on that yet, I do have breeders who are asking for A2 bulls. So we started looking into that probably about 10 years ago also, and so we're able to create some A2 bulls for breeders who want that. But one of the interesting side notes of that particular thing is I had a fellow from Oklahoma come to me and said he wanted some red embryos out of, he wanted a donor that was red and A2. And he wanted to breed them to a Gir. Now a Gir is a Brazilian bull. It is a Brahma-like bull with a hump, the big flappy neck, big floppy ears, and 80% of the cows that are milked in Brazil are either Gir or Girolando. Now the Girolando would be a crossbred. Typically they aim for 5/8 Holstein and 3/8 Gir. And what they do is they will graze these cows, and then when they bring them in the milk once a day, the calf is still beside them. But 80% of the milking cows in Brazil are from this particular combination. So we made about 60 embryos for him, and he's creating a nucleus herd of red A2 Girolandos in Oklahoma because he thinks they're going to be out, they can stand the heat stress better, they can handle insect resistance. So there again, it just shows that he's decided what his environment can handle, but he's also got this other dream, so to speak, that 10 years from now he wants to move to Costa Rica and milk in Costa Rica. So he's going to have the kind of cattle that will adapt to that environment. He hopes that, at that time he can move the whole herd down there. And so it's interesting that, this dairy industry is so big and so diverse, and we can't think that one cow, one style of cow is going to fit all of the needs. Now I just kind of put a list of bulls together that are kind of different and that I'm using. Because people say, well, where am I going to find a 516 bull? Where am I going to find a 456 bull? And I just threw a few of them together. For example, two red bulls I'm using that are 516. One is Valentine Red from Accelerated, and one is Outlaw Red, which comes from German genetics, or Global Genetics, which is coming out of KI Salmon in Holland. I'm pretty sure Amos said he carries that bull. Another couple bulls that I'm using, or I've used in the past, I used a bull named Daft Punk from sexing technology. He was a 261 bull. I used Cloud9, which was a pole bull, this red carrier from International Protein Sires, and I believe Amos said he works with International Protein Sires. I'm using a 216 bull that's red called Fidelity that comes from Holland. Let's Deal is a 456 bull from International Protein Sires. I've got a bull named Rex that I guess few people used. Homozygous polled, A2. He's 546. I'm using a bull from Holland called Mandela that's a 654 bull that's a red carrier. Now if you aren't particularly into the red, there's a couple bulls that select sires. One's called History, that's homozygous polled, that's a 561, and one named Miller that's a polled bull that's 561. So the bulls are out there. I know Triple-Hil has some other bulls that are the 516 combination also. The bulls are out there if you just spend a little time looking for them. And you can breed a more balanced cow that's going to help you in that successful breeding program that you want. That's really all I had to say. More than welcome to take some questions. know I had a lot of questions downstairs talking with individuals. So, does anyone have any questions they'd like to ask? Now everybody's going to be quiet. While you're thinking of your questions, I just had a couple comments.